Hello. I have missed Harry Potter. I've missed working on the save, I've missed the characters, I've missed the world, and I just miss everything about it. So when I finished the Harry Potter save, I kind of had a very, very small list of things I forgot to actually add into it, and then 6 months passed. And that list got a bit bigger every single day, and it got to the point where the list was so long where I was just like, okay, let's go update the bloody thing. So here we are, and one of the big things on that list was the ability to play Quidditch, because obviously I couldn't fit the Quidditch pitch on the old Harry Potter save, and I didn't quite know how to do it. But thankfully I've changed worlds and I've updated everything now, and it's in a place where it's like, oh my god, I actually do have room to do a Quidditch pitch now. And it was like one of my main things that I really, really regretted not doing in the first iteration of the save, because Quidditch is such a massive part of Harry Potter, and I've honestly actually done a Quidditch pitch before during the end of the Hogwarts saga. Of building that, I tried to do a little bit of an iteration of a Quidditch pitch somewhere, and it went so terribly. I was really bad at it. Like, I tried something and it just did not work out, and I was like, I gave up halfway through. I'm like, you know what? Nope, this isn't working. I'm gonna go. So I decided that when I was updating, I was gonna try again, and it worked out so much better this time. My god. What I did was I basically went through the live edit objects menu, and I found anything I could that was wooden or brown kind of rusted metal, anything that looked like bleachers or wooden structure like, so lots of bridges, lots of sort of structural support things, and I basically just grabbed all of them and said, I'm going to use these to make a Quidditch pitch, because so much of the Quidditch pitch is the surrounding bit of it. The fact that it's circular or oval shaped is a bit difficult, and that was its own challenge, but it was really just like the structure of it, this whole wooden aspect of the underside of it that needed to look really authentic, or else it just doesn't make sense, because you can build a Quidditch pitch, but it's these structural supports that really, really make it look like something. And yes, it's not like, you know, perfect or anything, but it's pretty damn close, I'm not gonna lie. And I just loved adding all of these structural supports to it, and by bit, it just made sense. And I was so relieved at this point. I was like, oh my god, hang on, this is actually working. This is good. So a lot of it is live edit objects, and I think one of the challenges was the goalposts, because I'm like, there's not that many circular things in the game in a circle, so I think I actually ended up using these poles that I got from the live edit object menu, and then later, after a lot of trial and error with a lot of other objects to try and make up the circular bit of the goalposts, I actually ended up using the it's sort of like a loop that dogs or cats jump through during training. It's part of the pets stuff pack, I think. And I used that, and I was like, oh, thank God, because I was using like wreaths and stuff, and it just didn't look right. And thankfully the high school pack also came in handy here, because it had a lot of like bleachers kind of thing, and like the scoreboard and everything like that. And then the horse ranch pack came into it again, because that's where I got all my bridges and everything, and all my doors, and it's very barn door kind of thing, and it looks like a festival ground with these dividers, like these crowd dividers. It makes it look like authentic and something where a sporting event actually happens here. And it just sort of, yes, it's also, you know, it's meant to be fantasy and Harry Potter and everything, but still, crowds are gonna crowd. So, you know, the introduction of some modern little things here and there that make it look like a sporting stadium just absolutely make it for me. And then I went through and I absolutely loved just adding bits and bobs to the structure, almost to the point where you'd have to squint at an individual piece and go, what is that and how has she used it, kind of thing. And it all blends together really beautifully. I don't mind that some of it is metal. I'm happy some of it is wooden. I am good with it. Oh, but yes, the relief, my god. And it started me off, the Harry Potter update, really well, because I'm like, oh my god, yes, this is working. Thank God I'm gonna get to do Quidditch. Now, obviously, it's not functional. Like in the end, I think I made it like, I think it's a park or it's a gym or something. And you can train horses here. I put down some horse stuff. I also put down some sporting goods, so like a basketball hoop and everything. And you can actually go up into the bleachers and sit down and watch the game and everything, which I thought was really fun. And just sort of trying to make it accessible. And it's just, it wouldn't be a Harry Potter save without some Quidditch. And I'm so excited I was able to add this into the save because I'm like, yay, Quidditch! Unfortunately, I'm trying to figure out how to actually, if I was to have Quidditch in my Let's Play or something, how would that happen? Like, do they have to like take turns in the basketball hoop or something? And it's not like they can, race using their brooms or anything. God, I wish The Sims had given us some kind of racing aspect or something, or they could race horses or something. That would be really cool, but I don't quite know how to do that. So you sort of just have to put a little bit of imagination into the Quidditch pitch, I think. I'm just honestly happy it turned out to be, halfway oval shaped, because I'm like, curves in The Sims 4? Are you kidding? No! And I think, I'm really happy with how it turned out. So much. And I think it brings me a lot of relief and happiness because I'm like, oh, yes. And also, another thing is that where this is taking place, I've obviously moved, so I've consolidated all my Harry Potter save file lots into one neighbourhood of Windenburg. And thankfully, the whole island that this build is taking place on, it's actually Hogwarts themed. So the whole island is basically Hogwarts. You've got Hagrid's hut, you've got Hogsmeade, you've got the Shrieking Shack, and you have the Quidditch pitch, and you've got Hogwarts, which I think is so fun. And then Azkaban is off in the distance, so that's really fun as well. But everything on this suburb in this world is Harry Potter themed. So you can actually go to the Quidditch pitch and then you can sort of zoom out and you can see Hagrid's hut in the distance. And you can see Hogsmeade. And you can see Hogwarts in the distance. And you can walk to those places. It's everything I've ever wanted. And another thing that's really cool is that I've been using the tool mod to obviously build up the world a little bit. So you'll see this in a future maybe update video, but I'm really looking forward to popping down the Whomping Willow so it can sort of have like access to the Shrieking Shack and everything, which I think is really cool. And just sort of bringing those story elements to this. And I thought, the Quidditch pitch is really, really fun just to have in the distance and have a nice set piece. So I did honestly consider making this the the place where the Quidditch World Cup happens, but I didn't because I was going to put like tents surrounding the Quidditch pitch all over the place. So while it can't be like, where Ireland and the other place actually play together, it's still the Hogwarts Quidditch pitch. But I couldn't find any tents to surround the Quidditch pitch with that I felt were appropriate for Harry Potter. So they were all very modern looking. And if you remember in the movie, The Goblet of Fire, all the tents surrounding the World Cup of Quidditch, they were so old-fashioned looking and they were so specific. And I was just like, I really didn't want to try and not do them justice. So there's no tents surrounding this area, but I do take the tool mod and I build up the actual trees surrounding the Quidditch pitch and everything. And I put some, some park benches out there and stuff just to make it look lived in. But the tool mod surrounding the Quidditch pitch is actually quite minimal. I do go forth and, use the tool mod quite a lot surrounding Hogsmeade and Hagrid's hut and everything to expand out those areas, and definitely around Hogwarts. Hogwarts now, you'll see it in a future video, but Hogwarts has like a whole wall surrounding it. There's like a whole battlement wall and it's very castle-like and everything, and it's so cool. It's not finished yet. I'm still updating Hogwarts at the moment. But it does feel good to get the Quidditch pitch in there. And it was one of the first builds I did for the update for the Harry Potter save, which was really, really fun. And I'm chuffed. I'm honestly chuffed. This is me just doing the big tall tents. It's all accessible, it's all functional. So if you want to sit in the public section where, you're just in the stands where the Hogwarts kids would go and sit, you can absolutely do that. Or if you want to get the fancy seats where the parents and the teachers and everyone sit, you can actually go up via ladder under the structure and actually go up into those tent things. And it's really cool. Oh man, I wish we could race brooms. That would be so cool. I wish there was just a bit more functionality with the Realm of Magic pack. Oh man. But you know what? We did what we could, and I am happy with it thus far. But this is just me trying to build up the actual tents and make it sort of like different levels and everything, and get the seating in there, and you know, make it all sort of fun looking and everything. And oh, it's just really, really fun. But I do think the wooden structures make it. Like, if I hadn't have done those wooden structures, the whole Quidditch pitch would just not look correct. And I love the idea that, you know, Hermione can still set someone's robes on fire or something, but it's, you know, you can actually go under the structure itself and, you know, fiddle around back there, which I thought was really fun. I almost did a locker room, sort of changing room for the Quidditch players, but by that point I was a little bit tired and I was like, I don't want to push this. So if you want to add some showers in for the Quidditch teams, you absolutely can. Little change rooms or something, which I thought would be really, really cute. But it is what it is right now, and I'm in love with it. I'm absolutely in love with it. And I'm just so happy. And I'm having a blast updating the Harry Potter save. I'm going to say that a million times, but I am having an absolute blast updating it and fitting in everything. And I've just been putting a lot of hours into updating it. And of course I put in the flags. I try and make them color coded, but you know, there's, you know, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Gryffindor and everything. So yep. But it was just a ton of fun. And I do go in and I do put down like some brooms, and I wanted to signify the quaffle, the bludgers, and oh my god, the snitch and everything. So I do put down some like basketballs. It's very specifically coloured, and just sort of, you know, you can just infer what they actually are. And there's like a cheer mat and everything. I do take away the lines, like the basketball ring lines. I just felt it was a little bit too much. And I do take it away, but I do leave everything else. So you can bring a horse in here and you can have them race and everything and make them do tricks and everything, which I thought was really cool. I do like to believe that horse riding is a cool stand-in for broom riding, because, you know, then you can actually, you know, learn to ride and everything. And, you know, it's not the same, but whatever, just jump on Buckbeak and get in there and have some fun. Buckbeak now is actually in the game. He's living with Hagrid and he's super cute. You'll see him in a little bit. I'm going to be doing a video where I'm like updating everything on this island from Hogwarts to Hogsmeade and everything. So you'll see that in that video coming up. But really, that's the end of the Quidditch pitch. Love, 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 love it. Oh, I'm so proud of it. I don't think I could have done better. I'm happy, but no, I'm really looking forward to updating the Harry Potter save and showing everybody what I've been doing, and I hope you're excited as well. But thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see the updates for the Harry Potter save coming up, make sure you're subscribing so you can check them out when they come around. Hopefully I'm going to get through them within the next month and then be finishing up the Star Wars save. So happy days. I am aiming to have everything done end of September. So there. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.